Okay, so we're back in. We've got the thing here. We're seeing the UVs. Most important of all, before we get going any further, that it looks messed up and it's trying desperately to make it look smooth, even though it is very angular. And if it looks messed up, that lets us know that our low is set up properly. And I'll probably be reminding you that every single time, as it's a very easy step to forget, and it makes a huge difference in the end, where you'll have those razor sharp edges, and those look terrible. So let's go in here and grab the new high that we just created with our details. And then bake that in and see what we're looking at. And again, it's going to crash, or it's going to error out on the ID because we actually didn't bring in any color detail or any color maps or any of that kind of stuff. And we are done. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. Okay, so those came in pretty good. So we've got our beveled edge details there. This thing is popped out quite nicely. And we got our little rivets that we punched in all over the place. So the advantage of doing it this way, where you actually have that detail coming in through an actual high-res mesh, it's also kind of a bit of the weakness of it as well. So if we were to go in and kind of create this detail with, say, normal maps or adjustments to height or what have you, we'd have the ability to change those details, decide that I don't want those rivets, or you know what, I want this to be smaller, or I want this to be, kind of inverted or whatnot. We'd be able to change them if we actually created them within Substance Painter. Since we haven't, they are locked in there unless we go back and actually change the high poly mesh. The advantage of doing it this way means that all of this information is ready to go. We don't have to play around with anchor points. We don't have to get anything set up. So if I were to just grab, say, this bronze and drop it in, it's going to, out of the gates, pay attention to this extra detail. Actually, bronze isn't a great example. Let me find something else. Let's go with Borderlands. There we go. So it is going to pay attention to this detail. These are high points, therefore, in this particular case where I tried to emulate the Borderlands type style, it's drawing them in with a heavy black. We're seeing too that it's got a bit of thatch in here to kind of give the illusion of the shadow. And we're even seeing some changes in the coloration with the higher spots and the lower spots. So all of this information comes in, and all of the generators and such will pay attention to the details as if they're real details. They're going to give you shadows where they want shadows. They're going to accumulate dirt where they want to accumulate dirt, and all that sort of thing. So that's a handy thing for it to have, just coming in and not having to mess around with what I'm going to be showing you here shortly is the anchor points and how you would kind of create that detail in Substance Painter itself. All right.